whereas on June 23, 2007, the Westonka Historical Society is holding an Island Park celebration in and around the Island Park area, whereas the event is to celebrate the history and relive the countless memories that Island Park has provided. Now therefore be it resolved, the City Council of the City of Mound proclaim June 23rd as Island Park Day in the City of Mound, Minnesota, adopted by the City Council on the 12th day of June 2007.
Welcome to the Island Park celebration. You guys are amazing. Raise your hand if you went on the Island Park tour on the boat.
Hey, we went on it.
How was it on the boat? Super. My name is Pam Myers, and I'm with the Westonka Historical Society. I'm a new kid here. I didn't come till '81. I retired from the school district. I was the assistant principal at the middle school. If you have a problem with being quiet and sitting down in the lunchroom, we'll talk about it. We have several dignitaries with us today. We were trying to honor the oldest in several of the founding families in Island Park. And I don't know, in some cases, if you're able to stand, but if you'd raise your hand so that we can recognize you. These names are in your program, on the program page. The first one is Alma Quist. Alma, could you stand up, please? The second is Lucille Bryce. Lou?
That I think about. I'm so happy to be here. I really am, because Donnie called me and said, "Are you going to go?" And I said, I don't think I can, because my husband had a couple of serious operations. And then my husband overheard me say, "I wish I could go." And he said, "Go." And I said, "Okay." Yeah, okay. So all I remember is I was born there. I lived there. I lived at my grandma's house for a year when I went to kindergarten, and I loved it. And my Uncle Lenny there and Uncle Harold were still at home, and my Aunt Esther was still at home, and she shared a room with me. And I shared a room with her. And Uncle Harold and Uncle Lenny would say, "There goes Betty Lou. She is so tall, she sleeps in the kitchen with her feet in the hall." And I was 5, and I thought, gee, I'm going to be 18 foot tall, you know. And let's see what else.
But on that side was built Tippywalkin. And so we lived there. My dad bought a cow, and I don't know, we had a cow and some chickens and stuff. It was kind of like a farm, really. But we lived there for several years, and then we moved over to the corner of Manchester and Tuxedo, which was called Cozy Corner. I mean, every little house, every little cottage out there had a name of something or other. There was a place called You Need a Rest, and over by Pembroke Grocery. And so we lived in Cozy Corner for some years.
We had a flat bottom rowboat kind of stashed away in the bulrushes there, and we used to row it occasionally up and down the shoreline. Almost every day there was a middle-aged woman, a rather portly woman, that swam there, and I always remember she had a white rubber bathing cap on and a black wool suit, and she would float, and she often fell asleep while she was floating. So one day we tied a rope on her, and with a flat bottom rowboat we towed her down through the Witchwood Bridge, and, down the channel a little ways, and turned her loose, drifted. You know, I thought about that 1,000 times, wondering what she thought when she woke up. You know? And, she wasn't the worst for it because the next day she was back floating and snoring again.
Another thing with the rivalry aspect, how many of you people remember the time that the Dunk the Clunk disappeared from Spring Park? Huh? Was that all I remember? Come on, you guys. I know some guys. That's better. That's better. Now the statute of limitations is out on that, so we're safe. Because I know 5 of the guys that were involved in this that are in the room right now. I don't want to mention any names.
I'd like you to take a moment to read through the list of the people that are in the thank you group. They either gave donations, monetary donations, or donations of their time and talents to make this event a success. Thanks so much for coming.